Hello there, wellness entrepreneur. Welcome back. Today we're talking about how to go from 3K months to 10K months, what actually has to change. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It's not adding more hours to your schedule. In fact, today I am so teary and so happy and a proud mama bear here. I got to go to my child's school and see an assembly this morning where she received what their school calls a character award. It's selected by the teacher. Each teacher picks two kids from the class that they feel is representing the values and acting as a character of the values of the school. And Kaylee I just love her sweet personality, and I'm so glad she is honored for just showing up and being her and just loving on her classmates and being a leader of her class. And I got to be there and witness that assembly. And I want you to have the ability to have the freedom and flexibility to do that with your dream revenue months, because I am hitting my dream revenue months and there's still room to go. But I just love showing up to my group calls and seeing the full Zoom room. We have such an amazing community. It just makes me so happy every single call. I really am doing what I love, and I get to still care for my daughter. And, I was that practitioner several years ago where I would have had to tell her, I'm so sorry, honey, I can't make this. I'm going to have your dad go and send me pictures and videos. I'm going to have a teacher that we know at the school send me pictures and videos, but I'm going to have to miss this one. And I got to be there. And I can tell you, I'll never, ever, ever regret being able to show up and going through difficult transitions and discomfort and hard growth years to get to this point. And I want this for you. A few weeks back, I was on a call with a practitioner. She has a full in person clinic. She's 12 years in, somewhere around when was making $3,000 to $4,000 a month. And she said to me, it took me 5 years to crawl from 1,500 months, 1,500 months to 4K months. And she had 10K is the goal. I figure I've got another 5 years of grinding. And I just told her, no, no, it doesn't have to be that way. What happened in the past does not have to dictate the future. Your level of growth does not have to dictate the future. That is the math of an old model, the 1970s business model running on your 2026 expertise, the math that says revenue equals hours, the math that one of my clients, Justine, was running on too until she signed 14 founding members. Her goal was 10 in her first online program in a single launch. Her clinic waitlist stayed intact. She didn't add hours, she added leverage. The math my client Julie was running too when she was stuck at 2 to 4K revenue months for almost 2 decades as a healer. And her first round working with me hit 10K months in under 6 months working with me, working less hours. Her exact words, it just makes zero sense. I'm literally working less and making more. And the math my client Rachel is running now, hitting 14K every month except for one, ads quietly running in the background, Google ads, I might say, hasn't sent an email in a bit. Her words, it's not even hard. This is what today is about, the exact gap between 3 to 4K revenue months to 10K revenue months. And I'm going to tell you right now, even before we start, it's not a volume gap, it's a leverage gap. And the timeline doesn't have to be linear. My timeline for sure is not linear. It's the literal journey that the webinar I taught the other week was about, and what I literally teach in my 100K blueprint. And I'm breaking down certain components of it right now. So keep with your current numbers in mind. The practitioners I work with at 3 to 4K revenue months, when they come to me, for example, I just had a client that enrolled into the group blueprint on earlier this month, and she is a massage therapist of 11 years and is hitting about a client a week. And she told me literally, I'll take any clients right now. And a lot of my clients are in a similar place when they come to me. They're not lazy, they're not under credentials, they have a ton of experience, a ton of certifications. And this particular client said it out loud. I love the information, so I just keep signing up for another course. And that's the trap. You could be looking at your schedule and like being completely overwhelmed by your schedule. And a lot of practitioners go to is just to sign up for another certification or another course. And here's the truth, your practitioner skills aren't what's broken. What's broken is your business model. So when I tell you that hitting 10K or 10K plus a month is not just more of doing the same. I need you to actually hear me. The shift from 3K to 10K plus is not what you're doing not now, but not doing it three times more often. It's actually changing it. If you keep repeating the same thing, that's how you end up at 4,200K months instead of 10K. And when you hit that, if you're doing the same thing, hitting 4,200, you're only slightly less broke, but you have same level of exhaustion or more because you worked even harder. The shift has to be structural. There's a lesson inside the 100K blueprint that I call From Service to Scalable. It lives inside the Freedom to Framework module. It's the first place we go with every blueprint member who's stuck at this point. I'm not going to walk you through the whole lesson because that's inside the program, but I'm going to give you three things that have to change for you to get to those 10K months. And I'm going to tell you what they actually look like in real life. So, the first thing that has to change, and this is what nobody wants to hear, your offer has to stop being a session or a workshop. You can't build 10K plus months work by workshop or session by session. So if your 4K month is built on $80 to $150 hourly session, the math literally does not get you to 10K without burning your schedule or your body to ash or being locked into a clinic. You need an extra 40 to 60 sessions a month. Where would those hours come from to do the admin work? Saturdays, skipping lunch, booking your last appointment at 7 p.m. so you miss bedtime again? That's where the old math ends. And at the exact place, you need to start building a business that actually fits the lifestyle you want to live. And that's what my clients do. They package their clinical expertise into an online program. So it's your same brain, your same expertise. It's a different way of delivering health and wellness results. And it's not magic within that program. And you've heard me say this on the podcast before. You can change how many sessions your clients get in the package because they're not buying sessions, they're buying the result. And you can add deliverables to help them get the result. Okay, second thing that needs to change, and this one also can be triggering, the pricing. And inside the blueprint, there is an aligned pricing pathway. And this is how we move from the mindset, embodying, becoming the practitioner that can actually sell a program that can be anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 or higher. I have clients that mostly sell within that range, and the length of time can be anywhere from 6 weeks to year-long programs. But first, you have to embody the confidence that this is a no-brainer deal for your clients because they not only have the ability to change their health for their lifetime, but now if they're showing up different as a parent, they can change and heal generation forwards and backwards as well. And how $3,000, for example, for a 3-month program is an actual steal. And you begin to embody that and have the confidence in that and believe that yourself. So you show up on consults that way and not as a weirdo or backing away or shrinking away or getting off the calls when someone says it's too expensive. So it's not about just raising your price right off the bat either. It's about developing demand through marketing, which I teach my clients. I have a whole marketing section on how to create a consistent flood of people reaching out, inquiring about your program and inquiring to work with you and booking consults so that you know, okay, when I transition, I might get more no's from people that aren't ready to invest right now. But I'm okay because I have savings in the bank and I know I have consults coming in. So I can absorb that. And sometimes you don't hear more no's. Sometimes when you're embodying the confidence of this program and how amazing it is and the results you can help people get, you just get right to selling it and getting yes. And then you jump quickly, like my client Rachel, who went from 3 to 5K to 5 figure months consistently. But you have to start to embody that practice. And the third thing that has to change, and this is the one that closes the gap, is your marketing mechanism. And in the blueprint, I teach the wellness messaging triad. It's a whole module. It's number one, first is where to market. And then number two, there is a few different lessons on what to say. It's so important. It's really what takes your any social media platform from crickets, a stalled out audience, to now consistently gaining followers and then converting those followers. When, for example, my client Kavita switched from tips for women's bone health to specific problems going on in her client's life, she gained 100 followers overnight from one reel. Or my client Sharon, who is now over 4,000 followers and was around 1,000 followers when she started from a few reels, but in just a short few weeks. And it all comes from messaging and knowing what to post and what to say in combination with any in person marketing that you might do, like networking events or workshops or online workshops. Really, your emails, your social media, whatever platform, and other collaborative or solo events, they go together so powerfully that enables you to continuously have new followers come to your platforms, join your email list, and then you have a clear strategy on conversion. So you have consistent and reliable clients coming in the door. That is it in a nutshell. That is what really can get you to those 10K months. And then it becomes a rinse and repeat process where you're just going through those steps and keep continuously refining and optimizing. And it's interesting because it seems like, oh, okay, I'll just join Allison and I'll learn it once. But I have clients that are with me for years because there can be so many different nuances and ways to scale and continue to reduce your time while adding more revenue, while helping more people and enjoying your life through mindset, through different tactics, depending on where you are in your business, because things can change if you come in as a solopreneur and then you want to bring in contractors, or then you want to bring in co-coaches, or then you want to shift from your clinic to online and be 100% online. And now you want to grow from one to group. It's just repeating the same process over and over again. Or you're leveraging Instagram more now, adding more content because your content is doing better. There's so many different ways to grow once you get this cycle built. But this is where it starts. So, what I would do today for yourself is just really investigate what your bottleneck is. Is it the session by session or workshop by workshop selling, or doing workshops with no clear strategies on how to convert? Is it your pricing and your confidence in your pricing, or even how your program's structured and built and your confidence in delivering it, or your ability to even see how you can go from in person online or add in an online scalable model? Or is it number three, how you're marketing and showing up? Are you continuously growing and getting new followers, new subscribers to your email list? And do you have a way to convert them? That's where I would really look at your bottleneck today. And then if you are interested in the 100K blueprint, doors are open to June 12th. Just reach out to me. You can book a consultation. And if the calendar is really busy, just send me an email. I'll get you in, so you can secure your spot to learn this process. And even better, if you bring your bottleneck and say, hey, I listened to your podcast, this is where I really feeling stuck, I'll lay it out for you, what really needs to happen for you individually And even though it's a group program, I give so many individual touch points through the group program that you will feel supported like any other. And then, of course, if you want that white glove support from me week to week to week, then of course, my one-to-one program is always available for you too. And all this information is taught in the one-to-one as well. And of course, if you're a one-to-one client of mine, you do get the group program and community for free. So many ways to get started. I just want you, when it comes to December 2026, the end of this year, I want you to be so proud of what you can created. I want you to look back and look at the systems and processes you implemented that now you can rinse and repeat and do again and refine and optimize and just keep getting better, because I know you can do it. You already have the practitioner skills. Let's just bring these business skills and business strategies on board as well. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye for now.